Zeolite is a microporous aluminosilicate. In zeolite, aluminium replaces fused silicon atom in 3D network of silicon dioxide. The overall structure, known as aluminosilicate, that requires one negative charge, hence cations such as Na+, K+, or Ca2+ will balance the negative charge. These have open structure of aluminosilicate framework that enable them to take up loosely bound water or other small molecules in the structure. The most striking feature of zeolite is that it consists of tetrahedra, that typically a silicon or aluminium atom that sit at the center, and that atom is tetrahedrically coordinated by 4 oxygen atoms. This makes the primary building block. The high porosity of zeolite is due to the presence of 1, 2, or 3-dimensional network of interchannel and cavity of molecular dimension, and this will give them honeycomb structure. That is why zeolite can work as molecular sieve that separate molecules of different sizes and thus important industrial application.
The uniqueness of zeolite is in its unusual microstructure that gives the material its characteristic shape with tremendous number of cavities which are connected into channels similar to a honeycomb. These hollow spaces account for 24 to 32% of the total volume of the material. Zeolite functions as a kind of mirror sponge. Zeolite structure captures solid, liquid, and gas from materials. Zeolite has unique negative charge, which makes it perfect for absorbing various contaminants such as heavy metal, toxin, ammonia, and radioactive material from the environment, the atmosphere, and even living organisms. How does it work and why is that useful? Let's look at ammonia for some answers. Ammonia is the primary odor and bacterial producer found in pet urine. Zeolite attracts all kinds of other producers through magnetism. It then eliminates the odors by exchanging ions or neutralization compounds. This principle works for all compounds. Zeolite has an affinity for not just ammonia that makes it ideal for many industries who have large-scale cleanup projects too.
Natural zeolite is a volcanic material created over millions of years to the interaction of volcanic lava and ocean water. Natural zeolite was found in Ngakuru, New Zealand. About 250 million years ago, in the Rotorua or Taupo area in New Zealand, intense volcanic activity generated huge ash showers which were washed and eroded into lakes, forming sediment beds up to 80 meters deep. Subsequent subsurface thermal activity forced hot water of 120 degrees Celsius up to these beds, transforming the clays into soft rocks with ordered internal structural sequences which are now called zeolites. Also at the time, several block faulting drained the lakes, exposing many deposits. Subsequent ash showers covered some of the deposits to depth of 30 meters. Conventional open-pit mining techniques are used to mine natural zeolites. The overburden is removed to allow access to the ore. In processing, the ore is crushed, dried, and milled. The mined ore may be air classified as to particle size and shipped in bags or bulk. Major producers of natural zeolites in 2010 included China, South Korea, Japan, Turkey, and United States of America.
From previous explanation, we know that zeolites can naturally occur. Therefore, I'm sure you know that zeolites also can be synthetically produced. There are many ways to synthesize zeolites. The most ways chemists use to synthesize these synthetic zeolites is by hydrothermal process. First, the aqueous sodium silicates and aqueous aluminates in the presence of alkali metal hydroxides and or organic base heated at 70 to 100 Celsius, and then the gel was formed. After that, the gel form will undergo hydrothermal process by using autoclave under pressure for several days. The temperature needed for this hydrothermal process is between 100 to 350 Celsius, and then silica-rich zeolite was formed. Here we show you one example of preparing the ZSM5 zeolite. First, amorphous gel containing silica and alumina is mixed together with organic or inorganic template source. Next, aqueous reaction mixture is heated in autoclave. The right combination of temperature, pressure and time converts some of this gel into crystallite zeolite.
There are three applications of zeolites. The first one is absorption. It involves in drying, purification, and separation. Zeolites can absorb up to 25% of their weight in water. Second one is catalysis. Zeolites possess acid site catalytically active in many hydrocarbon reactions. Pore system only allows molecules that are small enough to enter. Thus, it affects the selectivity of reactions by excluding both the participation and formation of molecules that are too large for pores. The third one is ion exchange. Zeolites are builders in washing powder. It gradually replaces phosphate to bind calcium or magnesium and exchange in water for sodium in zeolite A. One of the examples of natural-based oil absorbent is cycling. As you observe, there is an oil spill on the floor. So the cycling, which is natural oil made up of mineral called zeolite, is poured and let for 15 to 20 minutes so that it is fully absorbed. As you can see, the cycling has pulled oil from floor, so there is no stain left behind. It actually stretches the carbon chain, breaking carbon from hydrogen. Cycling is simply best product for any type oil spill in any type of mechanical and warehouse environment. Cycling is also useful for the case of hazardous materials or heavy metals. Lightly will actually absorb the hazardous portion of those metals, rendering them to an acceptable level. Troleum finding, for example, long hydrocarbon chains or feed molecules enter the zeolite crystal through the micropores and channel to the light inside the zeolite crystal. Once inside the zeolite, the long hydrocarbon chains are converted or crack into smaller product molecules such as gasoline and diesel and other products. But today, zeolites suffer from a fundamental performance limitation due to size of their micropores. Longer hydrocarbon cannot fit through small openings of the micropores and therefore cannot be cracked into more valuable products. Further feed molecules that have cracked into valuable products have difficulty escaping the zeolite through the narrow micropores and therefore often overcrack into undesirable byproducts like gases. These diffusion limitations lowers product yielding process efficiency and ultimately profits. However, when rife propriety with molecular highway technology is applied to the zeolite structure, much larger means pore or molecular highways are formed in lattice work. These molecular highways improve diffusion into and out of structure, allowing feed molecules to readily access these zeolite crystals, and also for product molecules to quickly exit the zeolite crystals. Now the longer hydrocarbon molecules can be cracked into valuable products such as gasoline and diesel.